Hey, it's Mary. How are you? I know it's been a while since I've done a weekly message here, but it's been quite the ride. It's been pretty interesting what we've been going through here on planet Earth. A lot of energy, a lot of shift in energy, a lot of energetic changes happening right here, right now within our bodies and on the planet. And it looks like a lot of chaos when that happens. It looks like a lot of stuff is happening outside in the world, but there's also a lot of stuff happening inside our inner world, inside ourselves. This weekend I started to read a book again that I read a year ago. And last year it didn't make much sense to me because it was talking about a lot of the stuff that's happening now, the disruption, the whole shift that we're going through. And then it was fascinating to go back this weekend and start reading it again. I'm like, yeah, now it makes more sense. And that made me pause and just look back at the year. It's been almost a year. Can you believe this? If someone said to us a year ago, you are going to stay home, stay inside, not go anywhere, not see your family for a whole year or more, we would have been like, what? That's nonsense. That's craziness. That's never happening. And look what's happening. So if you can take your eye off the physical for a little bit, the actual what's happening outside in the world, and take a peek inside yourself. Like, what has shifted and changed for you? And there's no way that you're the same person you were this time last year after all that we've been through. After all that's been going on. So what have you noticed? What has changed? What has shifted? What have you become more aware of? And how have you navigated this? And what is coming up? Emotionally, mentally, energetically, physically, in your world right now. So for me, it was more of a connection to myself this past year, learning to build that relationship with me and me, learning to build that relationship with nature. I think I spent way more time outdoors this year than ever my whole life, I think. I spent the summer sitting in the yard and breathing for hours and hours and hours and just feeling the energy from the trees, feeling the energy from the sky, feeling the energy from the sun, and focusing in the now moment, being in the now moment. And I learned a lot of lessons. Like, I learned how I need to trust myself more. With so much information coming at us from different directions, who do you believe? Who do you trust? And there's all sorts of stuff going on. So it's, for me, the lesson is to trust me, spend more time asking the questions inside myself and learning to trust my own inner guidance more than I have before. And so there's been a lot of stuff that has shifted and changed the past year. And as we continue to move forward, it's really important to continue the inner journey. The stuff that's happening outside is teaching us something. Not the physical stuff, but the emotional stuff that's coming up. It's when you are challenged by someone, how are you responding or are you reacting? Are you triggered? What triggers are coming up? Are you angry? Are you sad? Are you happy? Are you pointing fingers at others? Are you hating on someone but claim to be a person that hates hate? So there's a lot for all of us to digest and to process for now. So my guidance has been telling me a lot to focus in, to spend the time inside, connecting to my breath, to my body, my guidance, my energy, my inner knowing, because it can get really confusing out there. It's really confusing out there right now. And I've been guided to start to pay attention more and more inside and less on the outside world. That does not mean that I don't pay attention. That does not mean I don't know what's going on. But it means I make more time to spend time with me, if that makes sense. Spending more time dealing with my inner workings, dealing with my own emotions, dealing with my energy, and really watching what's going on, watching myself as I react or respond to what's happening in the world, to certain people, and all of that. So it's been quite the journey to watch my inside landscape in connection to the outside world. And so I invite you this week to really pay close attention to your inner world, to the inside dialogue. What are you telling yourself? What are you saying to yourself and about others? Where do you tend to go in your mind? How is your energy? How is your body feeling? What is all of this bringing up for you? And then can you sit and watch it like you watch a movie and breathe and let that energy flow through you so you can process it? So spend the time with yourself. I know it's kind of strange to say as we're isolated, but we can spend time by ourselves, but not spending time with ourselves, if you know what I mean. A lot of time we look for distractions. A lot of time we're focusing and engaging with the thoughts in our minds. But can you take the time to be the observer in your own life? Be the observer inside yourself. What are you noticing that is going on inside you? What is the stuff you're telling yourself? What is your focus? What are you focusing on? We forget we have choices. No one's telling us what to think. Well, debatable, I guess. But for the most part, we choose what we focus on. We choose what we give energy to. So you can choose to notice what's going on inside of you by taking 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there to breathe. Sit and breathe. It doesn't have to be 60 minutes. It doesn't have to be 2 hours. 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes at lunch, 5 minutes in the evening makes a huge difference. So spend the time exploring the internal landscape so you can shift your own energy, no matter what's going on inside, no matter what's going on in your life. This is a huge learning for all of us. It's a huge shift. So be really gentle with yourself and be extra gentle with others. We're all in the same boat. We're all on planet Earth trying to figure all of this out. It doesn't matter what is going on in the outside world. What matters is what's going on in the inside world, and are you paying attention to it? So I invite you to sit or to get outdoors. Create time to watch what you are experiencing. What are you experiencing inside you? That's the important thing. And remember, whatever you're experiencing is perfect. There's no good or bad. It's just perfect. It's just experience. All right, and let me know how that goes. I am sending you so much love and blessings and a virtual hug. Remember to breathe, to take it easy, create space for you, and have compassion and love for yourself and others. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.